Assalamualaikum, 11th standard student. In biology, we have started with chapter number 12, that is photosynthesis. In chapter 12, we have studied definition of photosynthesis. Then we have also studied structure of chloroplast. Then last time we have studied two predominant types of chlorophylls. We have studied two predominant type of chlorophylls. Now let's continue with the chapter. Next is nature of light. Nature of light. Now you all know that light is in the form of energy. Light is always in the form of energy, and light travels as a stream of tiny particles. That tiny particles are known as protons. Light is a form of energy, and this light travels as a stream of tiny particles, and that tiny particles, not protons, sorry, it is known as photons. Tiny particles are known as photons. Now this photon, it contains a quantum of light. Photon contains quantum of light. Light has, you can see, light has different wavelengths. Light has different wavelengths which range from, this is 400, this is 390 nm. It ranges from 390 nm to 730 nm. The light has different wavelength. You can see light has different wavelength, having different colors. Different colors are present of the light. That is VIBGYOR color, the visible light. VIBGYOR, you know VIBGYOR. So that different colors, this we can see electromagnetic radiation with wavelengths. Okay, we can see this electromagnetic radiation with wavelengths, and this wavelengths range from 390 nm to 730 nm. And this wavelength, the range is known as, this part of the spectrum, that is electromagnetic spectrum, this part is known as visible light. Okay, the electromagnetic radiation with wavelengths, the wavelengths which range from 390 nm to 730 nm, this part of the spectrum, that is 390 nm to 730 nm, is known as visible light. And if you see this visible light lies between wavelengths of ultraviolet and infrared. If you see the wavelengths, then that is wavelength that range between ultraviolet. You can see the range, it is given here, wavelength from 10 nm to, that is 1000 nm. So it ranges between ultraviolet to infrared. Here in between that you can see visible light is present. It is present between ultraviolet to infrared. This is electromagnetic spectrum of light, which range from 390 nm to 730 nm, and this visible light, that is in the form of VIBGYOR, violet to red. Next is absorption and action spectrum. Absorption and action spectrum. Now, all the pigments I have already explained last time. All the pigments, that is all the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotene, xanthophyll, that is carotenoids. What they do? They absorb light quanta, or we can say photons. Light quanta, we can say photons, and they absorb the light energy to chlorophyll A. All the pigments, that is chlorophyll B and carotenoids. Carotenoids are two, that is carotene and xanthophyll. So what these other pigments do? They absorb the light that we call as photon, light quanta, that is we call as photons, and what they do? They absorb and transfer it to chlorophyll A. Now this amount of light which is absorbed at each wavelength, the amount of light which is absorbed, you can see at each wavelength, this we have shown in the form of graph. You can see on x-axis wavelength is present, wavelength of light, and it is written in nanometer, nm, that is nanometer. Whereas on the y-axis you can see absorption of light is there. How light is absorbed and who absorbs the light, which pigments absorb the light is shown on y-axis. You can see absorption of light. Now this graph, what they show, what this graph show? This graph shows that different curves are present. See, different forms of curves are present, and these curves are present at different wavelengths. And you can see different wavelengths are present, and on that different wavelengths, different curves you can find out. You can see here. Now these curves, the different curves, such curve which shows the amount of light, as this curve shows amount of light absorbed at each wavelength. So you can see that this curve shows amount of light at each wavelength where it is absorbed. Now this curve, this is known as absorption spectrum. Okay, the curve, see, you can see here curves are present, a curve which shows the amount of light absorbed at each wavelength. Okay, at each wavelength the curve shows the amount of light absorbed at each wavelength. This is known as absorption spectrum. What it is this known as? Absorption spectrum. What is absorption spectrum? A curve which shows, see here different curves are present. You can see here carotenoids also have curves. So the curves which shows the amount of light which is absorbed at each wavelength, at different wavelengths. You can see here absorbed at 400 nm, whereas it is absorbed at 450 nm chlorophyll B. And you can see different absorptions are present, different curves are present. So the light absorbed, the amount of light absorbed at each wavelength, this is known as, what is this known as? This is known as absorption spectrum. Okay, the absorption spectrum of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. What this shows that more light is, you can see the absorption spectrum shows that more light is absorbed at blue, violet and red region. You can see the shows that the more light is absorbed at blue, violet and red region. This is the visible spectrum, VIBGYOR. Between VIBGYOR shows that it is absorbed at blue, violet, blue and you can say red region. Now the rate of photosynthesis at different wavelength, the rate of photosynthesis at SC, you can see different wavelengths are present. So this shows that a close relationship between absorption spectrum of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. As they show more light, both of them shows more light at blue, violet and red region. Both of them shows similarity. So it shows that there is a close relationship between with the absorption spectrum of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. They show close relationship. Then this curve which shows the rate of photosynthesis, okay, the curves that show the rate of photosynthesis at different wavelengths. See, you can see at different, here in this curve you can see there is a close relationship. In this curve you can see the close relationship with absorption spectrum. You can see here is a close relationship. Here also this is chlorophyll A, chlorophyll, they show close relationship with the absorption spectrum of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. So this curve which shows the rate of photosynthesis at different wavelength, this is known as action spectrum. Okay, this curve that shows the rate of photosynthesis, this shows the rate of photosynthesis. You can see the rate of photosynthesis at different wavelengths. Different wavelengths rate of photosynthesis takes place. So this is called as action spectrum. Now this action spectrum, it differs from, you can say, absorption spectrum. As there is a different photosynthetic activity which takes place in parts of the spectrum where chlorophyll A absorb little light. Okay, there is a part where chlorophyll A, you can see, absorb very less light. This shows that the light energy observed by other pigments, for the other pigments are carotenoids, that is xanthophyll and carotene, and other form of chlorophyll, for example chlorophyll B. This is transferred to chlorophyll A because chlorophyll A do not absorb at every place. You can see at every wavelength chlorophyll A do not absorb more. Here it absorb more, but here it is less. So here you can see chlorophyll A absorb more, but here very is less. So what this shows that the light energy which is absorbed by other pigments like chlorophyll B and other chlorophylls, as well as the carotenoids, that is carotene and xanthophyll, okay, they transfer the light energy to chlorophyll A. Here it is clear that the other pigments transfer their energy to chlorophyll A. With the help of this spectrum, it is clear that other pigments, they transfer their energy to chlorophyll A. Okay students, what today we have studied? Today we have studied nature of light. And nature of light, where light is in the form of energy. Okay, and then visible light we have seen that range between ultraviolet and infrared, that is 390 nm to 730 nm we have seen. Then we have also studied today absorption and action spectrum, and with the help of this curve we understood that other pigments have also absorb light energy and transfer it to chlorophyll A. Okay, now next time we will start with the main mechanism of photosynthesis. Okay, next time we will start with the mechanism of photosynthesis, and that is Hill reaction we will study, which is the most important reaction, Hill reaction. Okay, so we'll study it later on. That's it for today. Thank you.